Ipob demands probe into Buhari's death. Apology to Nnamdi Kanu over impostor allegation. Good day, my dear listeners. Thanks for joining. Yes, I bring to you an interesting news that says the Ipob demands a probe into Buhari's death and demand apology to Nnamdi Kanu over impostor allegations. Moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. The indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, has declared its detained leader, Nnamdi Kanu, vindicated following recent statement. It claims confirm long-standing allegations that former President Muhammadu Buhari died in 2017 and was replaced by an impostor. In a statement signed by Ipob spokesperson, Comrade Ima Powerful, and obtained by Sahara reporters on Monday, the separatist group referenced alleged admissions by former presidential spokesman Garuba Shehu regarding Buhari's death. Ipob insists that this revelation validates Kanu's controversial prophecy dating back 80 years. It explained that in 2017, Kanu publicly claimed that President Buhari had died in a London hospital and was replaced by a body double, an allegation dismissed at the time by the Nigerian government as ridiculous. According to Ipob, Kanu's assertions led to his persecution, including Operation Python Dance, a military exercise which Ipob alleges targeted him for elimination. In its statement, Ipob demanded answers about governors' decisions allegedly taken in Buhari's name after 2017. Who signed billions in his name? Who traveled abroad to negotiate arms deals and treaties? Who contested in 2019? Who was re-inaugurated in 2019 and moved around with a different year structure and signature? The group queried. Ipob described the situation as a national hoax of historic proportions, accusing Nigerian authorities of criminal deception and electoral fraud. The group also criticized what it views as a lack of accountability. The group said Nigerians were not merely misled but criminally defrauded, and called for an investigation into all actions taken in the name of the late president. Ipob further demanded apologies to Kanu, whom it described as the oracle of the Most High. The statement said, recall that in 2017, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, long before he was kidnapped, tortured, and illegally renditioned, declared without equivocation that Muhammadu Buhari died in 2017 in a London hospital, and that was what being paraded thereafter was an impostor. That was the reason why the then APC government, led by the late Abba Kyari and Abubakar Malami, launched Operation Python Dance to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He called the secrecy surrounding the demise of Buhari in 2017 a monumental fraud, a national masquerade, and was laughed at, vilified, mocked by rented saboteurs, and even called mad by supposed intellectuals who could barely pass a simple facial recognition test. Now, precisely 2 years after the expiration of the second term of Buhari, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu predicted, the truth has stumbled in the wearing booth. Nigerians are only now being told that Buhari is dead. How convenient. Let us be clear. The world owes Mazi Nnamdi Kanu an apology, not just for doubting him, but for persecuting him for telling the truth their cowardice could not stomach. A truth so potent it terrified Rock more than any armed rebellion ever could. We asked who signed billions in his name, who traveled abroad to negotiate arms deals and treaties, and who contested in 2019, who was re-inaugurated in 2019 and moved around with a different ear structure and signature. Is Nigeria now ready to prosecute itself for the crime of mass deception? Nigerians were not only lied to, they were criminally defrauded by their own government. Elections were conducted in the name of a man who, by their own admissions, was no longer alive. This is no longer a constitutional crisis. It is a national wax of historic proportions. In Senate climes, heads would roll. In Nigeria, it is business as usual. Garba Shehu has confessed. Where is the DSS? My dear listener,